You know, when the law was passed in Nigeria, there's a Nigerian musician who says he's heterosexual, who said the only way we're going to end all this is by every gay person coming out of the closet. And I've always said it myself, that the only way we're going to end the homophobia, the only way we're going to have people understand is by having, you know, families and their own children, their own relatives, their own, speak to them and tell them, you know what, I'm LGBT and I wasn't trained by anyone, I wasn't recruited by anyone, no one promoted this to me. You know, that is going to create a lot of change. And of course, doing a lot of sensitization and putting a face to the gay movement. That's going to create a lot of change. Because if you don't put a face, in Uganda, if we didn't put a face, we hadn't created visibility, they would still say it's a very small group of people who are being paid by the Western countries to bring an agenda that is not Uganda. But because we put up a face and we've created visibility, that is why we are even having this space that we have right now. Yeah, I think there's progress because initially it was something you don't talk about, even with your family. I mean, if you came out to one person, they tell you, okay, I'm fine, don't tell the other person. Or don't tell your uncle, if you told your aunt. If you told your aunt, don't tell my children. Well, if you tell someone else, then you're the problem. Yeah, if someone told about you, then they are the problem, they're the enemies. But right now there's a debate, there's people talking about it. So for me, I think there's huge progress. And then we're seeing, the fact that we're seeing Ugandan musicians, you know, who have a lot to lose, you know, coming out and saying, oh, these are people's rights, leave them. And then we're seeing young people, because as a young adult teenage person, you have a lot to lose in society. You know, you think about your education, you think about your family, you think about your friends, and if you have such young people coming out, then I think there's huge progress. And then, yeah, the debate itself, and the fact that the bill is now, if the bill is finally passed, and we challenge it, for me, I've been telling my friends, there's no, we cannot challenge this bill and not challenge the existing laws, because the bill is similar to the existing laws. So there's a very high chance we're going to challenge both. And we could have maybe homosexuality legalized in Uganda. People could get, my friend David Kato.
David,
right?
yes.
Yeah. So there has been, when he was killed, there was reaction, you know, mixed reaction. Some people started getting concerned. You know, some people started getting concerned about the lives of people. However much these extreme Christians may indoctrinate hate into Ugandans, but still Ugandans are genuinely very Christian. They wouldn't want someone to get killed because of their sexual orientation. So when my colleague was killed, that was somehow a turning point in Uganda where people started questioning. We had for the first time the head of the police come and question religious leaders spreading hatred towards LGBT persons. You know, we had human rights organizations starting now to come to us and tell us, how can we work with you? How can we support you? How can we help you? We had our own families starting to get concerned. You know, are you safe with the work you're doing? Our friends, you know, calling and asking, are you safe with the work we're doing? We're worried. So in a way, it did, you know, bring some level of progress.